Hey guys, and welcome back for episode 2 of DIREWOLF20 playthrough for Minecraft 1.7.10. So last episode we spawned in a new world. We've literally just found ourselves a little cave, cleared it out a little bit, got a bed, got a base system going, done a little bit of mining, found some iron, got that smelted up, got an iron pickaxe that's almost out. Got some resources, a few blocks, nothing important. What we really want to be doing for episode 2, definitely want to start getting into Tinker's Construct. I think we need a few more resources though, so just going to get a sword, and actually instead of iron I'm going to use yeah. So yeah, the obviously these rubies, they're part of Project Red. I will finish using them on first. Something we definitely need to do for Tinker for the smeltery, we need clay, sand, and gravel. So gonna need a shovel as well. Not too worried about an axe at the minute, got plenty of wood, so let's go see where we can find to mine. I cannot remember for the life of me where I come out. I think it was over this way, but it wasn't a massive cave, so okay guys, so we didn't really have to go that far. As we can see on the journey map, we're not that far from home. It is dark, but we found this nice little point through the world. Just dropped down here, took a little bit of damage but nothing much. Started taking up a few resources. Go over here, obviously part of what we need for Tinker's Construct is gravel. Started taking away some of this gravel, and luckily we found an entrance to a little shaft, and as soon as we drop down here, mine chest, thornium pickaxe, some gold, some iron, and some pumpkin seeds. It's really cool. So let's have a little look around here. This is the yellowite ore for the big reactors mod. I have got a little bit of that. It's going to be a while before we really kind of get into that. So now I am absolutely terrible at mining that. I will just go and go and go, and eventually when I run out of a room or inventory space or break my pick, I'm like, okay, so where am I? And then I generally just kind of nerd pole my way out. That's assuming I've still got a pick to do that with. So I say we're lucky. It doesn't really seem that big. Obviously, we're only at Y level 46, so we're not going to get a big area. Spider, we'll try to keep clear of that. Yes, pension Formcraft. I'm sure there's a reason these guys are in the game. I'm not quite sure what it is though. They do like to pick stuff off the ground, so if you're mining, yeah, they're very good at that. They're very good scavengers. Again, I do apologise, I've still got this cold. I I just don't seem to be able to kick it. Air infused stone. Okay, so I'm gonna have a look around, see what I can find, and see what kind of resources we can get, and we'll be back soon. Okay guys, so we're back. We've done quite a bit of mining. We've got the resources we need to start with the Tinker's Construct smeltery, which is really cool. I run into a lot of mobs on the way, which was a real pain in the ass, but I didn't die, which is good. So what we want to be doing is weird lag. Get some of the grout smelting up into seared bricks, and obviously what we can see, quite a bit of gold, a couple of diamonds, some more ferrous, some iron, some uranium for later on in the game, quite a bit of certus quartz and some more lapis. So it's, really good. A haul of swag that we got going there. So we just, no, you don't go in there. Clear this off into the adventurers. Right, okay, so one of the first things we really want to be looking at is doubling our rolls. I mean, we've got a few, but they're not going to last. And really, until we get a good quarry system going, we're always going to be looking for resources. One of the very easy early game blocks from Applied Energistics that we can use for ore doubling is the grinder. Very cheap, very easy to use, but it is absolute manual application to it. So we just want some. Need 4 of those. We need 3 and 2 of those. 3 certus quartz. Yeah, so just some wooden gear. I've not got enough sticks. Trying to do this from memory. There we go. So it's quartz grindstone. We'll just put that there. A couple more sticks. And a wooden crank. Like I say, it's really easy, really cheap block to make to start with. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already heard of it. But you put your ore in there, and then you literally just spam the wooden crank. I think it's about 8 rotations to create your dust, and as long as there's an ore in there for it to process, you won't break the crank. But if you just put one in and you just spam the crank, there's nothing for it to grind. The crank will break. You need to build a new one. So yeah, nice easy early game all doubling block from Applied Energistics. But who really wants to stand here doing this all the time? Now, with one of the new mods that we mentioned, Ender.io, one of the easy, where I mentioned about it being quite early game, got to remember what they're called. We want a slag mill. No, let's have a look, see where you are. It's a sag mill, not slag, which is flint, iron, a piston, and machine chassis, which does take quite a bit of iron, but that's really why I kind of ground this iron up to start with. So we'll drop that back in there, take that out. redstone gold. So we want some iron bars. A couple of redstone. Keep pressing the wrong button for that. Never mind. One more redstone. So we've got a piston, 3 foot. Put that back in there. So we should be good to make this. Obviously, I'm assuming you guys know the shift click for the NEI will, as long as you've got the items that you need for the crafting in your inventory, just holding shift click on the item will place all the items in the crafting grid. Nice and easy. So we've got the sag mill now. This thing does need power. We'll put that there. Now, another option of Ender.io, it gives you generators. There's quite a few, and obviously each one has its own tier. The survivalist is really, again, really cheap and easy to make, but I think it only outputs 1 MJ per tick. The furnace generator requires more resources, but obviously as you go up through the tiers, it requires more resources to craft. And I think what we'll just go for the furnace generator. Should be everything we need for crafting. Yeah. Yeah. So the furnace generator, you can see you've got a buffer here, 500,000 RF, which is redstone flux, and it takes coal. As you can see, power levels. Yeah, obviously the internal buffer won't start filling until any machine it's connected to's own buffer is full up. Yeah, the survivalist generator, like I say, it's the cheapest to make, but it's 1 MJ per tick. I'm not sure if, and all these machines have a really cool configure option. You could choose output points for this. So I mean, if we wanted to put a chest on top of this sag mill, we could choose by right clicking on the cursor point what the machine interacts with. So it's going to interact with the chest and it's going to pull, or you can choose it to push, so it will move any items from its completed inventory up. But we want to set it to push pull, so we want it to take the ores from the chest. It takes it in. I think it takes about 10 seconds per ore. And yet the furnace generator is still providing ample power for it to run. It's pretty good on the resources it burns. I believe, I've not tested it, but I believe you can actually put liquid fuel in as well. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, so it will take the ores from the chest and send it back into the chest, which is really cool, you know, and that's nice and cheap early in-game or doubling block. Now you could take the powder, you can put the furnace, but where you're already burning coal or any fuel source to generate power, there is another block from Ender.io, and it is the alloy furnace. Again, quite cheap and easy to make. Oh, I didn't know that. I knew if on the sag mill, I knew that there was a chance of generating cobblestone when you degrinding the ores, but I didn't know you had a chance. So yeah, so you get some copper powder from gold. Cool. Okay, so we'll let's craft the alloy furnace. So we need another machine chassis. So some more copper, redstone, and iron. We've got that. Some copper dust in there. So let's put that in there. Take that. Just smelt that up. So we need 3 furnaces. Cauldron. Damn, we need more iron. Obviously, you get, because you got different item IDs from how these, you know, this the gold dust is from industrial craft, and the powder is for Ender.io, so it's given different item IDs. So yeah, they won't be stuck, which is a bit of a pain, but okay, I'm gonna I'll be back in a minute. I'll get some more iron. Ground down, smelt it up, ready for us to get this alloy smelt. Let's go. Okay guys, we're back. Right, I derped a little bit and I changed my mind. Where I was going to put the smeltery in here, I thought, well, with the amount of grout that I've got, I can do a full original 3x3 structure. Obviously there's no sort of restrictions on how high or deep you make it. You can make them smaller, you can make a single block structure, but yeah, I had the resources, so I thought, well, why not? So we can finish this. Now, all we need is smeltery controller. 2 drains, and a seared. 2 more, and a seared tank, and because I can, I'm going to have a window. So we'll put the controller there, drains there and there. The window right in the middle, and the tank here. But I'm not going to place a tank to complete the structure yet. Obviously, you can see the structure is not complete because you haven't got the GUI off to the side. What options we've got? We can make a tank. Let's talk. We can make a portable tank that we can fill up with lava, but the way I like to do it, because it retains the lava in, we can take the sear tank, fill it up with lava, and then place it in the grid. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually make 2 of those. One more. Go. And I'm going to go find a lava pool and fill these up. So I'll be back once I've done that. Okay guys, we're back. So I've, as you can see, being chased by a spider. I got the 2 tanks filled up. Let's just sleep, get rid of the spookies. So yeah, complete one there. We get the GUI up so the smelter is complete, and the spare sear tank, so when this runs out I can just break this out, put the new one in place so we don't have to go back. Just put that in there. Right, so that's cool. Now I need, hopefully this should have finished by now. Now all I need now is a basin, and put that one there. Smack those up anyway. And a casting table. Right, so we are set, we're all good to go. Now I'm sure you guys have played plenty enough with Tinker's constructs before. You know, anyone don't really need a tutorial on it, but yeah, these blank patterns here is what gives you your main parts. So we want no, I don't want that there. Let's put a tool station there, stencil table there, pattern chest there, and part builder there. Should put that there. So yeah, we can put the blank patterns in the stencil table, and then literally you choose which pattern you want, take the pattern out, which is really cool. So yeah, we're all good to go. I think what we're going to be doing now, really, we want to first of all get a decent pick. So what do we need for a pick? Pick head, binding and tool rod. So we want the small binding pattern, the pick head pattern, and the small tool rod pattern. Okay, so all we do these, put them in a part builder, take the stone part out. Now, yep, these small tool rod patterns, they take 0.5 of material. So as you can see, 1 cobblestone, we needed half of a cobblestone to give us our rod. That also gave us a shard, and I believe that shard will be enough to give us our stone binding as well, which is really cool. Now what we want to do, yeah, we have. Now I don't really want to be just using stone, so we want to make up some patterns. So we'll put the gold in the smeltery. I've got quite a bit of it, so I'm not too worried about wasting it. And once that gold's smelted, we can make the patterns. We just place our stone parts here. That will then obviously mould into a pattern for us to use to make much better picks once smelted down. Now obviously, as I said, the Tinker's Construct gives you these guides. It shows you all the tools, materials, and options you've got, modifiers that you can put on. Now I think obviously because we're still quite early, I've only found 2 diamonds, so I haven't got any obsidian. Generally I like to my first tools make out of obsidian. They've got really good durability, quite good mining speed, give you the reinforced trait, and you'd find quite early on you get quite a bit of obsidian. Obviously all these are kind of more end game, but as we've not got obsidian, I think because we've got quite a bit of iron at the moment, not a huge amount, but yeah, got some waiting to be smelted down. I think we'll make some steel. That's electric steel. Okay guys, I'm back. Okay, so I was derping a little bit there. Steel is the crafting method for steel is a lot different in this version of the mod pack. From what I can gather now, to get steel you need reinforced iron. You can get refined iron, which you can get through the blast furnace of industrial craft or the multi-block structure from railcraft. But we're nowhere near that level yet, so just looking at it, I think the easiest thing is if we just make our casts, because our gold ingots have melted. What we can do, I'm just going to make the first pick. I'm just going to make out of iron. It's nice, simple. There's going to be plenty of it, so we can repair the tool quite easily. It's got a fair mining speed and okay durability, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a couple of modifiers to increase its durability and speed, which we'll get to in a minute. So now we've got that there. Obviously we've got our 3 casts, so we don't need these in here. Really, once you're done with these stone parts, you can get rid of them. You're not going to use them again. You're not going to really need them. I'll get back to that in a minute. So we're just waiting for the iron to smelt. But yeah, as you can go through all your tools, materials and modifiers through the book here. Obviously the pickaxe is what we're going to be doing just to start with. Yeah, so the iron, like I say, durability is very low. Mining speed okay, mining level down to redstone. It's got reinforced level 1, which it's standard. It's not great. It's not anywhere it means the best, but well, other resources we haven't quite got yet, obsidian, aluminite, cobalt, ardite, etc. We could make out of copper. Don't really have a lot of that at the minute. But like I say, when you've got the capability of adding modifiers on, that's when you're obviously something I didn't realise until I played with Tinker's Construct for a while. I'd never realised you could actually select just by shift clicking the 2 molten products in here to choose which one you're actually going to be getting out. So yeah, nice little quick tip for you guys. So get rid of that. Right, so we've got our 3 parts. So yeah, once you've got it, iron pick, effective durability 360, mining speed 6, and a mining level of redstone. Get 3 modifiers on anything. You can add an additional modifier by either using the paper trait on your handle or binding, or add in as a modifier a block of redstone and diamond. So we'll just call this a pit. Modifiers, like I say, what we're going to be looking at, I've only got 2 diamonds, but by adding a diamond to it, you can actually increase its mining capacity, and it's this one. So yeah, add some redstone to it, adds haste. Obviously, one modifier is up to level 50. And add in the diamond. As you can see, mining level now is obsidian, so you can mine obsidian with it. It adds 500 durability. So now we have 824 durability, which is a lot much better. Mining speed 9.6, mining level obsidian. So for a starter pit, it's really cool, and all it takes is iron to repair it. So yeah, that's really good just to start with. Obviously, as we go on, as we get more resources, then we're really going to be start going into it a lot more. Start building some much better tools. But I think that will do for this episode, guys. Again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I really hope for feedback on how to improve. Like I say, this is only my 2nd broadcast episode. I realise I'm derping quite a lot and learning as I go, which is, you know, what I really wanted to do. I want to share what I'm doing with you guys, get your feedback from you guys. So yeah, hope you come back for episode 3. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.